This is a regular meeting of the Fairhaven Planning Board. Adequate notice of this meeting has been given pursuant to the provisions of the Open Public Meetings Act. At the time of the board reorganization in January of this year, the board adopted its regular meeting schedule for the year. Notice of the schedule was sent to and published in the Asbury Park Press on January 31st, 2025, and the Two River Times on January 23rd, 2025. That notice was also posted on the bulletin board in Borough Hall and has remained continuously posted there as required by the statute. A copy of the notice is and has been available to the public and is on file in the office of the Borough Clerk. A copy of the notice has also been sent to members of the public as have requested such information in accordance with the statute. Adequate notice having been given, the board secretary is directed to include this statement in the minutes of this meeting. So we'll start with a roll call, Sheila, and then we'll do pledge.
Mrs. Bush? Here. Mr. Olson?
Here.
Mr. Newell?
Here.
Mr. Paola?
Here.
Mr. Hall?
Here.
Mr. Nika? Mr. Anderson?
Here.
Mrs. Antonin? Here. Mr. Grandinetti?
Here. Okay, so pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hey, Mike. So we'll open the meeting. We have two things in administratively, so we'll take care of that. And then we'll continue, I can give an update on where we are with the master plan re-examination and some open items that we need to take care of as soon as possible, so Mike and CCH can get started. And then there's a couple of things coming before the board, where I think there's one thing on stormwater that was presented to the governing body or will be presented to the governing body.
So we workshop it.
And they're gonna workshop it, and then it's gonna come to us, so we'll just talk real quickly about that process, but we'll have a whole meeting to examine that draft ordinance before it's approved. But I'll just give everybody an update on what's to come. So why don't we start with the approval of the minutes from September 16th, 2025. And I reviewed and have no comments. I don't know, does anyone have any comments, concerns? I'll make a motion to approve. Second.
Mrs. Bush? Who was in there? Mr. Olson?
Yes.
Mr. Newell?
Yes.
Mr. Paola?
Yes.
Mr. Hall?
Yes.
Mr. Nika?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
How about the hand? Yeah.
And Mrs. Antonin?
Abstain, I was on Zoom.
And Mr. Grandinetti?
Yes. If you were on Zoom, you can't
No,
approve the
we got-
minutes.
And we
I can't vote.
talked about.
You can't vote, but you can't approve the minutes because you attended, but I mean, we should.
Yes, done that.
Done.
I don't think there's any determination.
Zoom. So I mean, we have plenty of people, so we don't need it, so it doesn't matter, but I'm just curious. Because I get the whole concept of not voting, but
Right.
to approve the minutes, you observe what happened, so. Yeah.
They were great, so we'll go with that.
Okay. So next item for business is the meeting dates, and so this is something that has to be, I think, put before for the calendar, right, Brian? The
Yeah.
governing body has to put the calendar together for next year, and so we have to have our stuff done in the next week or two, I think.
It's not, obviously, it doesn't get.
Before the next meeting though, right, before our November
It could
18th,
be-
yeah.
I think the 18th would be, the 19th would be the latest that I could submit it, so.
Yeah, so we gotta approve it tonight, we gotta approve it tonight, so that,
You can,
yeah,
Yeah.
we will, yeah, I think. So why don't we go through, just the calendar, we're sticking with the third Tuesday with some, I guess with some. With a few aberrations because of just holidays and other things, so. The first meeting is January the 20th, I mean, that's the typical date we do the reorganization, and so we should. Make sure that we're gonna need full attendance for that meeting, or as close to full attendance as we can get. So, any objections to the 20th? I don't think that should.
Is it the day after Martin Luther King?
Yeah,
holiday.
the calendar, yeah.
Everybody's generally back though, Tuesday, right? So, yeah.
I know, it's the long weekends and then coming back on Tuesday, sometimes people,
Yeah.
I know, travel.
Yeah.
And then stay that week or, I don't know.
It is, I mean, if you're looking for full attendance, you might wanna consider a different day. The day, like the Tuesday before, I don't want.
So that date was established, I felt like the onset of last year, so we would have to, put out a legal notice to change that date.
So this, you're right, that's right, this is already.
If you want to change, I mean, that can be done, but that note was published, or that date was published last January.
Yeah, we're gonna approve the 27th, yeah, I got you. And then February 17th, again, I think we run into, what is that, President's Day, right?
Day after.
The day after, yeah. I mean,
February break, that's like, is that February break time in high school?
I think that's a week.
That's a week.
So,
before,
yeah.
actually, right?
Yeah, that's not the week for high school.
any objections?
Some schools are off that day, so. Not all of them.
We
And
could
then-
propose the Thursday of that week, if you wanted to have an option,
The Thursday, the 19th?
yeah.
Well, we have enough people on the board,
It's-
just
yeah.
keep it to the Thursday, unless there's something major where half the board's gonna miss it, right?
Keep it to-
I mean, we should try and stick to the third
Right.
Tuesday
Yeah.
rule, like, that's just when everybody, yeah,
Unless there's like a major holiday or something.
yeah, and which brings us to St. Patrick's Day on March 17th. So, I mean.
Unless it's a major holiday.
Yeah, but I kind of feel like there's
That people have social engagements that night, I think,
Yeah.
right? It's like.
it's gonna be hard to, I think, have a meeting on the 17th. Is there
Right.
a-
But they could be drunk from lunch.
So maybe
Speaking of
19th.
Yeah.
I think we'll have to go with the 19th for that one,
Okay,
yeah,
19th.
yeah,
It's just Thursday, it's Thursday.
yeah. April 21st. I think is probably okay.
yeah, because this spring, the school spring break is earlier.
Yeah,
So that would be
yeah.
a conflict for this board.
Same with May 19th, I think is okay. Yeah, June 16th, I don't have any problem with either, unless, I mean, that seems like a fairly benign Tuesday.
Yeah, and I checked like graduation dates, I think, Fairhaven are like the 18th and the 19th.
Yep.
Right, July 21st. August 18th. Again, I don't
So
see
this
it.
is August 17th.
Oh, Patrick was kind enough to point out that I had the wrong date, so it is the 18th.
So 18th, fine.
August 18th
Wait a
is
minute.
Tuesday.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what.
It
it
is,
should have
right?
been. Should have been. I made
Oh.
an error, but the
Oh,
19th,
okay.
That's
the
fine.
paper says 17th, it should be 18th.
So we're not.
My paper says.
Oh, really?
You know what, I printed mine. Sorry. Watch the email.
I thought it was between Patrick and I, but that's.
All right, September 15th. All right. October 20th, I don't think it's a problem. November 17th is, I think looks okay. Wait a second, yep, that's all right. And then December 15th, I mean, I think that's pretty easy, I mean, we're not running into anything in November and
So we
16th
moved,
is.
we moved one day.
15th is great as the third Tuesday. Hey,
Yeah.
you know, without messing up, you know, everybody going away for Christmas week. And so, and then the 19th, I think is as good as any.
So only March is different.
Do we want to change the reorganization meeting to the Thursday since we're running into that same problem? Of,
Oh. for-
President's Day,
for
not
the
President's Day, I'm sorry.
2027.
And move it to the 21st?
It's better to be safe than, I mean.
The reorganization meeting is,
Yeah,
yeah, so move it to the 21st, okay,
Thursday,
yeah,
4/27, we're talking. We're keeping the 20th for this year, right? Or
Yeah.
26th.
and for 2027, we'll change it to the 21st,
Yep.
Thursday, the 20th.
Just in case.
okay. So I will motion to approve the schedule.
A second.
This is-
Oh, wait, any objections before we, sorry, I didn't make sure, I think we're all good, right? Discussion, anybody? Public, anyone? All right,
I will say some schools will be on spring break on March 17th and 19th. So. I don't think we should change it just for some schools, but I'm just saying that they're,
yeah,
that. If people are away, we'd certainly. But no, that's not enough to schedule.
all right, so I'll motion to approve and,
I'll second again.
okay.
Mrs. Bush? Yes. Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Mr. Newell?
Yes.
Mr. Payola?
Yes,
Mr. Brawl?
Yes.
Mr. Nicker?
Yes.
Mr. Anderson?
Yes.
Mrs. Antonin?
Yes.
And Mr. Beretti?
Yes.
Okay, so, I'll just give a quick update on, a few things before we get to the master plan. So the first is the COR subdivision is, I guess, the plans got approved, I just signed them. And so he's, I think, moved forward on the resolutions that were in the, that were in our, I'm sorry, the elements of the resolution that were, that made up our approval. So I think a good, or what's starting to become a good outcome there. Then the second thing is, the Sandy Hook Seafood, they've completed all of the elements in the resolution as well. So we, Rich, I guess, signed off on a letter to them saying that all of that was done. So they have, I think, a zoning permit that has to be turned in, is what he was saying, or what Rich was saying in the letter. And then there's a, you know, whatever, building permits they'd have to obtain in order to, you know, do all their, modifications inside the facility. So that's moving along and is, I guess, yeah, moving along and
You've hit resolution compliance.
yeah,
It's here.
we've had all of our compliance elements met, so that's good. And then the last thing is, so Sheila, I just wanna make sure, next meeting, are we hearing an application?
We possibly could be hearing applications, so, Rich. Gave his completeness review on the Tavala Pronto application,
Okay,
which highlighted a couple of outstanding items, one of which is additional escrow that needs to be submitted before we can do anything. So once those items are addressed, we then, I can schedule the technical design review committee meeting, the TRC with you, Mr. Olson, Rich, and the applicant and their attorney, so that would be, you know, sometime before they're scheduled for the meeting, or they could probably be scheduled for the next meeting as long as that TDRC happens prior.
That's usually what you do.
Yeah.
ERC.
So, but it's really, the ball is really in their court at the moment, and when they get that back to us, we'll determine if we can schedule it, but
okay, so it's not, it's
it's
not,
not in our
it's
hands
not
at this
definite right
point,
now. Okay.
no.
and there's no other applications out there? Okay. and then, okay, so potentially an application that's,
Do we know what they're doing? Do we know like?
Tableau?
Yeah, what's the plan?
So, the original approved site plans had, a lot of the seating that is actively being used within the space as display space. So they're really not, doing business in accordance with the site plan approval, so they would need to have a revision of this, or would an amendment.
They're making an amendment
Site
to the
plan.
site plan primarily due to seating. I don't want you to get too far involved in that.
Yeah, because we're gonna hear it, right?
Yeah, that's just seating, probably both outside and inside.
I think you can say there's not gonna be any increase in the footprint, and then they're gonna
Right.
make their case as to their operation
Got it,
and then total number of seating.
sounds good.
Leave it at that.
Yep.
perfect. And then, there is a workshop being held at the governing body level for a revision to the stormwater ordinance, and so that's gonna happen at the next that's gonna happen at the next council meeting, right?
Yeah, so we'll introduce it, and what it is, it's closing loopholes in stormwater. Drew Lavabera did a test run of what you guys saw in 2023 on his property, so you could see sort of how it fit, and there's a few loopholes that they want to close. So we will introduce it, and then it will come back here for your comments before we approve.
Yeah, and Drew has agreed to come to the meeting, or has offered to come to the meeting. I haven't asked him formally to come to the meeting yet, but he'll come to
Yeah,
the meeting,
definitely.
and help guide us through that discussion, so. That'll be, it will not be at the next meeting, will it, or will it? Cause the governing body, oh, no, it would be, it will be, so it will be in our November, it'll be our November 18th meeting.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is not driven by states customizing it for us.
Yes.
Okay.
okay, and so, so that's, I guess, what's in the pipeline. And so we can now move to the master plan, so. What CCA, so I took everybody's survey, suggestions, incorporated it into a document and sent it to Chris York. And so once Chris reviews and answers some questions that I had about distribution, scoring, all that was excluded from the engagement letter. The survey will come back here and we will find, it's our survey, right? But I sort of want, obviously, there to be some alignment with the town. And so we can, once we get those comments, we can sort of finalize it and approve it, and then it can be distributed. We can talk about publicity and the like at that time. The other thing CCH has asked for, as soon as possible, is for us to complete the subcommittee teams. And so I've gotten Patrick's, I've gotten yours, and I've gotten yours. So we still need the conservation, I'm sorry, yeah, conservation, recreation, and open space. Or I'm sorry, no, that's yours. I'm sorry, I need yours, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Patrick, I'm reading off the. I need land use, yeah, from you.
Yeah.
If you have names, I can just get those as soon as you can.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I can give it to you after, I just need to confirm with once.
Yeah, just email with phone number and then that's gonna go, look, we're gonna just review those with.
Well, we promised to give notice as to
Yeah,
personnel, so
yeah,
if somebody's in your building doing your committee, you know why they're there, that's all.
and then, go
You
ahead.
just want, cause I owe you for circulation, you want name, phone number,
Name and phone number.
address,
Yeah,
or?
address is fine too, if you have that information.
Is it going through any sort of approval process, or is it
It-
pretty much?
No,
just-
we
FYI.
own the process.
Okay.
As a courtesy and a sort of alignment and FYI, I've agreed to just go over the list with the mayor and Chris. Yeah, I think that's,
More for transparency than.
I think that, yeah, and if they object to somebody that we absolutely want, it's our call, right? So, but I thought it's the right thing to do. And yeah. And so that's it on the master plan for right now. Cause once we have the subcommittee members, Chris will then, I'm sorry, CCH will then. Have a sort of plan for each subcommittee and what has to be done for each subcommittee.
Do we know when those subcommittee meetings will start? So, if we're in contact with our folks, should we say, hey, hang tight? We're just going for the final.
There's likely to be one, if not two meetings before the end.
Okay. That CCH will lead with.
Yes. We'll lead with
With each.
myself and each subcommittee leader, yeah. Any questions, concerns, other matters?
Is there anything we can be doing outside of the waiting process for CCH?
I mean, there's just review, like CCH stress, just make sure reviewing all of your documents. Or all of the prior documents for the elements that you're working on. And just make sure you know what's in those, yeah.
And for as far as the survey goes, are we reviewing at the next meeting or is that?
We will review it, we're gonna review it at the next meeting, what. The idea is to have it approved and ready for distribution after the next meeting. So after the November 18th meeting.
Old re-exam plan, there's assumptions they had, there's population and stuff like that before the survey. Do we have updated population though, or are they putting together updated?
There might be something, so we're gonna also all get access to I guess like a data room. So I got in there provisionally, they didn't want to distribute it broadly yet, but
Spend a long time playing around.
no, exactly, so it has. I think, I thought I saw that they had updated that information, so they have done a lot of that work already, as Mike said at the last meeting, or the last meeting was he is at, that they've already started. Putting all of that information together.
It was kind of, I was reading through this whole thing today before, and like, the population changes have been crazy. And I know you were talking about it last time about structure and infrastructure and handling the population, I mean. We have less people in 2015 than we did in 1970, it like went the opposite direction.
Yeah.
Prepared, I don't know what's happened in the last 10 years, that's kind of why I was asking you that, but.
And you'll see it, you'll see another shift in your age.
Yeah, the age difference.
Which may inform, if you have a lot of people with a lot of young kids. You're gonna wanna relook at your facilities again. If you're happy with aging population, what do they do? Like those things. Then we'll see.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Anything else? Concerns, comments? Public,
Open to the public?
nothing?
Nothing
All right, I'll move to.
Anybody online?
That's a good way to-
Anybody online?
Oh, okay. Yeah, anyone online, anyone have any questions?
Don't have any.
Like you just short one.
Makes up a French and history.
I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
What can we do to filibuster for that? Let me be home yet.
Kids aren't in bed
All right, I'll move to close.
Second.
Very good.
Andy, you
You got it, Fred.
see my text?
No, we're just.
Stay down.